It's interesting. First time I see myself like this.
It's not like it, yeah. It's not a mirror. It's coming from there. So let's have some water. And we can start. Cheers.
Cheers.
So hello everybody and welcome to my YouTube show Tranzu with my wonderful guest Shelly.
Thank you.
This is actually for the first time that I'm doing this show in English language. So I'll just make a brief introduction for people who don't know me. My name is Lenka. I'm from Prague in Czech Republic. And in my YouTube show, I invite trans people to talk about their life and their experience. And so far I've made about 50 such interviews, but all of them in Czech language. This is for the first time we do it in English. So this is an experiment.
For me, it's just first interview.
For you, it's the first interview in your life. I'm sorry, just let's move this cable a bit. Shelly is coming from a post-Soviet country, which for like safety reasons of her family, she doesn't want to mention the country, but she's a refugee from a post-Soviet country. Okay. So it's going to be very interesting today. But before we jump to that, what do you do in life? What's your job or hobbies?
I'm working and studying right now. I'm working in a hotel. I had a huge experience in the hotels as a guest relation officer, so I was taking care of the guests. And now when I came here, when I granted the asylum status, I decided to continue this job because I love what I'm doing. So I decided to just continue, and I found job very fast, very easily. I thought I will have a lot of problems over here to search the job because I don't know how it's working here. For the trans people, it's hard, it's not hard. But actually I found it very easily. I just sent my CV and I got 3 invitations for the interview, and 2 of them they took me. So I chose one of these hotels and I'm working right now. I'm very happy.
Do you want to name the hotel?
It's Hilton.
In Hilton Hotel. Yeah. I actually work nearby.
Really?
Yeah, so we can go for a lunch maybe someday.
Sure. They really, I thought I will have some problems. But the managers and everyone, they create such a beautiful environment. No one till now didn't mention who I am. They don't care.
They don't care.
Yeah, they're just like my colleagues.
They of course know your identity from the documents, but they don't care.
They know, but they're so friendly. And the management, the highest management in the hotel, they said to me, if I will have any problems, if someone will be bad to me or discriminate me, just I can come and tell them about that. But till now, I'm already 2 months over there. No one till now know any problem. And I'm surprised. I'm very happy about it.
So this is amazing.
Yeah, and I'm going to work. I'm happy where I'm going, and it's really nice.
There is an organization in Czechia called Pride Business Forum, and I'm not quite sure if Hilton is a member, because there are 80 members. There are 80 companies who are the members, so I'll check it out.
I don't know.
And if they are not, we will invite them to join. And if they are, then I will send this interview to their managers just to, as a shout out, how good they are.
Yeah, really.
So what do you do on a daily basis? How does your work day look like?
Right now I'm on reception. So
so you're a receptionist in the Hilton Hotel.
Yeah, I'm taking care of the guests, check-in, check-out, their whole stay, their needs. I'm making their requests, and that's it. But I'm enjoying my work because of the colleagues and the guests. So
actually, there are 2 Hilton hotels in Prague. So you are the one in Karlín or the one in Old Town?
Old Town.
Oh, Old Town. So that's further. I work close to the one in Karlín.
Yeah, I'm in Old Town.
And what do you do outside of work? What are your hobbies?
I have a lot of friends right now here. Like, I'm only 1 year here in Czech Republic, but I have a lot of friends. I'm going out with them, like to restaurants, I don't know, just to walk around, like in Prague. Prague is amazing. And
so your hobby is just to enjoy Prague?
And yeah, and like, no, my hobby normally is traveling.
Traveling,
yeah, but still I didn't discover whole Czech Republic. I was only in Karlovy Vary and Prague. So I'm planning to discover more places.
Maybe I can say now how we met. It was like few months ago and we randomly bumped into each other in a bar.
Yeah.
It was in a theater. I was there on a premiere of Rusalka by Daniela Špinar, who is the theater director, a trans woman. She came out as a trans woman recently, and she's a famous theater director, and she had a premiere of her play, and I was there. And you just came to the bar to buy cigarettes, I think, or something.
No, I was going to the toilet and I just saw you were sitting over there. So I was like, oh, it's Lenka Kralova. So I went to the toilet and
Because you follow me on Instagram, right?
Yeah, I do. So once I was passing back from the toilet, I just came, you were on the bar and I just came to you and I said like, hello, thank you for like fighting for the trans rights, for supporting trans rights over here in Czech Republic. And you said to me, you are trans? I'm like, yes. And then you invite me outside to talk, to have like, to know each other.
And I was very I liked your story, what you were telling me, so I decided to invite you here. And we met like a few months ago, and I'm surprised how much better your Czech became. So you are learning Czech, but still your English is better. Yeah, and I just wanted to make this show once in English as an experiment, how it will go.
We can try to do it again one more time after 1 year.
I promise.
Yeah, I will learn Czech.
But you are learning, and you are. I was amazed today when you started speaking to me in Czech.
As I have here, I granted this asylum status. I have free courses over here. It's 2 times per week, and it's free of charge from the government. And I will have these courses maybe for 2 years.
Is it difficult?
It's not. I have amazing teacher, and like
you probably spoke Russian, right, before?
I spoke Russian, and it's hard little bit Czech. Everyone is saying that it's same, but it's nothing the same. Like maybe counting, maybe some words, but it's hard. Like till now, sometimes when I listen, it's hard for me. But I'm learning.
It's a very, very difficult language to learn.
But I guess like I have good already for 1 year. Like the people, when they're asking me how many years you are here, I'm like saying only 1 year. So they're like, wow. That's why I want to continue, because now I will live here, because now this is my home country.
So you chose Czech Republic. You want to stay here and
yes, exactly.
Just like ground in here.
Exactly. I want to learn, because I cannot go back to my home country, and I don't know, even if the government will accept all of this, if they will have like, I don't know, if they will remove, we have actually in my home country, jail penalty for the LGBT people, it's 3 years.
For what? What do you have to do, just to be?
To be, if the police, they will know, they can come to your home, they can take you to jail.
So what do you have to do? You have to like hold your partner by hands, or
no, you cannot. If they will hear somewhere information about that, they can come to your home and check. Like,
so it's illegal to be gay, lesbian, or trans in your country.
Exactly, and it's up to 3 years jail. But normally, as I heard, for this reason, not a lot of people are in jail, because the police, they are taking the money. So they will not take them to jail.
Bribes, they are getting bribes.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
If you have money, you don't go to jail.
Exactly, but they can, take not one time, they can come like every, I don't know, months, 2 months, 3 months, like, and ask for the money. If not, they can take you to jail because they have some proofs, or they found something that you are gay, lesbian, trans, or whatever.
And Shelly, we are now in Tranzu, so we'll turn the page.
Okay.
And I'm always asking people, how did it start? when was the first time that they felt that there is something different from, like, let's say, kids of your age?
Yeah, I felt it, I guess, maybe when I was 5 years old. Because, like, I didn't understand why they have girls things and they have long hair and I don't have it. So, like, I was playing only with girls. I was asking from my family to buy for me only dolls. Because I hate cars. They were buying for me cars and I just throwing them from outside, from window.
Did you have siblings? Like brother or sister?
I do have. I do have. I have brother. He's smaller than me, but we have different fathers. And he's like 7 or 8 years smaller than me.
So yeah, so when you were 5, you were the only child.
Yeah, exactly. I was the only child, so I felt something different with me. But I was trying to wear my mom or my aunt clothes, like. And they were saying to me it's not good because
because you can go to jail when you're 5?
No, you can't, but we were living in a Muslim country and it's not allowed. It's totally shameful, and if someone will see, like, it's not allowed. And I was, like, I didn't understand because that time we didn't had internet, we didn't had some, I don't know, in our TV, in our country TV, they were not showing what, like, LGBT stuff, nothing, so you don't know what you are. And you can never see around, like, what you are. People are different, and they were always hiding. They're till now hiding.
So, and so your parents were telling you not to do it. So you stopped, or you kept trying even though your parents were telling you not to do it?
Actually, I stopped. I understand that maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I cannot do it, and like. But I always felt that I'm something different, and then I went to school. I started to have problem in school with boys, and like they were saying to me that I'm gay.
They were bullying you?
Yeah, they were, you know.
And this was based on your appearance, that you had like a girly
no,
kind of
no. I was like that
appearance?
time. I was like normal boy, just normal boy. But maybe from my, you know, how I'm moving, how I'm walking, how I'm talking, they can feel that I'm something different, and they were saying that I'm gay, faggot, or something like that. So even like, you know that we have some at school where the kids are changing the dress, fitting room, like they were not, changing room. They were not allowing me to go inside over there because they were just throwing me outside, and they were saying like, you want us, you're looking to us, and that time I'm small, I don't want anyone. Like I want only cartoons or play.
And what age were you?
It was maybe 13, 14. That's when it begins, and like.
Did you have friends to support you back then?
I had girls, but they couldn't do anything against boys.
But you had some. You were not like completely alone on the planet. You had people to talk with, people who were supporting you back then.
Yes, I had friends. I had only girlfriends because boys, they don't want to be friends with me. I had people who can support me that time, but I was hiding that from my family. Like I couldn't come to my family and say that I'm feeling different, help me or something. I couldn't. I was just.
Why? Were you afraid of what their reaction would be?
I was, because first of all, our family, they are Muslim. And you know how hard for the Muslim people to accept something different. It's not allowed by the religion. It's saying that it's haram, like a sin. So I was afraid, of course. But my mom, she saw actually that something is changing when I'm growing up, and she understood that I cannot live in that country, so she sold her flats over there and she bought flats in Turkey, and she took me to Turkey.
So you moved to Turkey?
Yeah, I moved to Turkey.
With your mom?
With my family, yes.
With your family?
Yeah, mom, brother and me. First of all, we went there. And I continued to study in Turkey because when I moved from school to college, when I came just to college...
Why did she choose Turkey?
Because there is like the only way she could go, like she could buy flats there. It was the same prices approximately to my country. So she bought their flats and we moved there, and she thought that it would be for me more safety. Because Turkey is like, they are more safety at least like than my home country, so she took me there. Like,
was it better in Turkey?
It was actually, I would not lie. It was better, but still it's same like Muslim country. It's not allowed over there, but they are like more European, maybe I can say. But it depends also in which city you are living in Turkey. If you are in Istanbul, that would be fine. But also it depends on which area, because Istanbul is so huge.
So you studied high school in Turkey?
Yeah, because I couldn't continue in my home country. When I went to college in my home country, the college guys who knew about me already that I'm something different, the first day when I was going outside from the college, I saw where is the gates to go outside of the college. I saw there is like approximately 40 or 50 boys, and they were screaming my name.
40?
Yeah, like
in your home country?
Yeah, like 30, 40 boys, and they were screaming.
So it was serious. There was like no way you could...
I don't know what to do that time. I went to security guy and I said to him, and I looked to him actually, this is very old guy, what I will say to him, help me, he wouldn't, they could beat him. So I don't know how to go home, they were just screaming my name to go outside of the college. I was like standing and like, I don't know what to do in that time. I was afraid to go home. I cannot call my mom, what I will say, like they will make me shame in front of her, say something bad, I couldn't. So like I was standing maybe 1 hour, 2 hours, then I want to go home already, and they were keep waiting me. So there was girls, new girls, I don't know them because it's new college for me. I just come to them and I said, please can you help me to catch the taxi to go home? And they didn't understand what's happening. Yes, they helped me that time. They just, they just make like circle of girls. They close me.
They protected you.
Yeah, they took me out from the gates and we ran. They just put me in taxi and I go home and I said to my mom that I would never go back to college. Like, I will not work, I will not do anything, but I will not go outside from home because I was afraid.
So then your mom decided to move to Turkey? Yes,
in that time she sold the flats there and she bought the flats in Turkey, so we moved.
Because of you?
Yeah.
And so how was it in Turkey? So you went to college in Turkey then?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Like I learned Turkish. Now I speak very well Turkish as well. And I was studying there. I finished college also over there. It was okay. Like it was okay, but still like... I always thought that time, because I didn't know maybe I'm gay. Because I don't have information about the trans people. And like... nowadays the trans becoming like more, the people are like going out of their shelves, or how to say.
But there is some like celebrity in Turkey, right?
There is
Turkish.
There is.
Because I remember some time ago I got a message from Turkish ambassador, and he was inviting me somewhere. I can't remember what it was. I actually asked him, like, before any kind of conversation, how. Like, what's the relation of his country to trans people? And he told me about this like famous woman in Turkey. There is
two. There is one very famous singer, it's Bülent Ersoy.
And she goes to dinners with your president and so on, so that she's like totally supported by the regime.
Yeah,
And that surprised me, because I thought that it would be like not so good in Turkey.
Actually, it's also depend on which city you are living, and they are like Turkish. They born in Turkey. They have Turkish passport. So like imagine now some foreigner will come and say, help me, like I'm transgender. They will say like, why we should help you? Maybe like I don't know why they would help me, because I'm not Turkish citizen, and I cannot visit their psychiatrics or like. So that's why I had always planned in my head that I will move to somewhere Europe or like US or somewhere else.
So back in Turkey, you still thought that you're gay?
Yeah, I did. I did. But like,
And what about the guys in the college? Did they bully you as well in Turkey, or they were fine?
Not that much. Not that much. Like, no, not that much. Not like in my home country.
Do you remember how did you find out that you're trans, or that trans people actually exist?
Yes, I start to watch like YouTubes. I start to watch like I don't know, movies. I start to search about it, and like one day I just woke up and I said I don't want to look to the mirror and feel myself boy anymore, because I was hiding it for so long.
And you knew that this is possible back then? When you looked into the mirror, you already knew from the internet that this is possible?
But I know that it's impossible for me because of my family. So, like, I decided, okay, I told to my family, either you will accept me, either you will lose me. Like, this is my life and I want to...
So you came out to your mom?
I came out to my mom. First I came out to my grandmom and then to my mom. My grandmom, she totally support me. She said, like, I always knew. I'm the one who was buying for you the dolls when you were small and like girl stuff. My mom, she didn't support it. She was angry, and till now she's not very supporting it, but she accepted. She's not supporting it, but she accepted.
But you make like phone calls from time to time, or
yeah,
you visit each other every day?
Every day I'm talking to my mom. Yeah, I'm visiting her,
and she still lives in Turkey?
She is. She's, because later on she got married over there, so she's...
Were you afraid to come out to your mom? Was it scary?
Actually, no. I didn't came out to my mom by myself. When I was gay in my home country, I started to become famous. I started to become really famous. They put me in YouTube and they were talking about me.
As bullying?
As bullying, yes. They were talking bad stuff about me. Still there is. And it's like, no, not just YouTube.
How famous were you?
Very. I started to become very famous over there. Because
like you had like millions of views, the videos with you, or?
There is some video where they're talking about me and there is like 3 million views, but...
And who did that?
It did news. It was like radio news, and they talk about me. And
what in what way they talked about you?
That they said bad things about me. That I become very famous. I am.
But how did it happen that you became famous?
Because the people saw that I'm different. And they start to talk about me, they start to take pictures of me where when I was just wearing skinny jeans or just little bit putting makeup, they were taking pictures of me. And
so it was not your intention, it was like not your YouTube or your Instagram,
not mine.
Other people were making you famous without you wanting it.
Yes, and actually they found my video with makeup and they sent it to my mom. So I'm not the one who just came to my mom and said I'm like this, and so she knew it from, she sent me that video and we started to fight with her. Later on, like after maybe 1 month, we become okay. So she thought I'm like gay, okay, and she accepted, okay. She was, first she wanted to send me to Israel, to psychiatrics, to Israel, to, I don't know, like to doctors, to church, to everywhere, like normal, to change me. But I said, there is no way that you will change me. Like, there is no way, you cannot.
So she accepted it?
She accepted it, then she need to accept that I'm saying that I'm trans. I'm actually not gay, I was wrong, because like I was hiding it always.
So you had another
coming out, yeah. So she was so angry about it, and she again started same story, like. But now she's okay. Like, we're talking, we are friends with her. She knows how I'm the way I look right now. She knows.
You changed to this look already in Turkey?
No. It was not also allowed.
In Turkey, you were still like looking as a guy.
Yeah, it was not allowed also. Because I don't have the Turkish citizenship to do that. Like, I had like my home country citizenship and ID card. So I cannot go to the police there and say that I'm like this.
So you started living as a girl when you moved to Prague?
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
I will tell you like this, I was, wearing the hairs, trying to go outside in Turkey also, I will not lie, in Russia I did, but once I was going to police or some government official places, I was changing back. So I need to be two
But
persons.
you were still like, sometimes you were walking on the street.
As a woman?
In girl mode, let's say.
Yeah, I did. I did. I will not lie. Yes, I did, but
not every day.
No,
not like
no, it's
24/7.
impossible. It's impossible. It's impossible. I started to change when I came here.
How did you choose Czech Republic? Out of all the countries in Europe.
I was reading about it a lot, about how friendly the European countries for the LGBT people, and by the
We're not the most friendly. I'm sure we are like more friendly than Turkey and much more friendly than Saudi Arabia, and I don't know, I could name lots of countries, but still like in European context we are far not the most like accepting country.
Yeah, I read about it, and
we don't have like equal sex marriage still. You have to get yourself sterilized if you want to legally change your gender. We are like one of the last 3 countries in Europe who still does that.
I read about it. I was choosing the countries actually. So the first place was Netherlands on the top. Like they were showing that Netherlands is the top place for the LGBT people. So, and I didn't have visa. I need visa to come here. So it was so hard way to get the visa. I have some small story about trying to reach Netherlands illegal. If you want, I can share it with you.
Sure.
So it was actually an interesting story. I bought tickets from Turkey, like from Istanbul to Netherlands, and from Netherlands to Ukraine. To Ukraine, I don't need visa.
So it was just a transit country?
Yes, Netherlands was a transit country.
So this was your trick, that was like from the beginning. You didn't like buy the airline tickets from Turkey to Ukraine direct?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And that time was Corona still. So I couldn't, and they canceled the flight. I was so upset and I thought I lost my chance. Then I bought new ticket and I reached Ukraine. So I stayed in Ukraine 3 days. It was okay, like fine. Then I bought new ticket from Ukraine to Netherlands and from Netherlands to Moscow. To Russia. So I went to airport.
So this is obviously like the shortest way.
Yeah, but they don't have a direct flight. They don't have. So I went to airport. I thought like, now this is my chance. I will do it. I went to airport. I'm going to boarding control, where they're giving the boarding pass. And I'm giving my passport. I did all tests and I'm happy and I'm waiting for my boarding pass. She's just scrolling my passport and she's like, I will not let you go to the plane. I'm like, why? She said, because it's not logic flight. I'm saying, and how come like it's not logic flight? You don't have direct flight, so you don't have logic flights actually. She's saying, no, go from Belarus or from Turkey. I'm like, no, why? I bought KLM, so I want to fly by KLM. She's like, no, I will not let you on the plane. Then we were discussing.
It was the officer in Russia?
No, in Ukraine.
In Ukraine?
Yeah, she was just, I don't know, she was giving the boarding pass. So she didn't let me actually. And we were already fighting. I was saying like, this is my luggage, I will take it in Moscow. You don't have direct flight to Russia. That time they already was not good between each other, Russia and Ukraine. So she told me, no, we can change for you the new ticket from Turkey or Belarus. I said, I don't want to fly. She said, I will not let you go. Then we were fighting already, like, talking about it, arguing. And she said, she's saying, I will not let you go to Netherlands. I said, I don't have even visa. How I will go out in Netherlands? She just gave me my passport. She looked at me and she said, both of us, we know very well how you will go outside in Netherlands and get the Netherlands citizenship after 5 years. That was her words. And I understand that she understood that if I reach the transit zone in Netherlands, I will ask for the asylum.
So that she didn't let you, you didn't go.
It was like one of my worst days. I was just looking to the, you know, that table, and I was seeing like Amsterdam. I was just crying that I saw people are going inside, and I was just sitting, and I don't know what to do. Again, like my world broke up, and like I didn't know what to do. So I back home to Turkey, to my mom, and we start to decide how to reach legal Europe. And we open a lot of countries, and I read about Prague, about Czech Republic a lot. So I check the places, even like where is the gay bars or like trans bars or
there are like 3.
Yes,
so
yes.
Not
so
many.
yeah, and like I read the forums, everything, and I decided, Mom, I will go to study there. And later on, let's see how, if I like it, because they have Slavic language, it will be more easy for me to learn it. And we decided, okay, like, and we apply for the school over here, for the Czech language school. And I got the visa.
You got the visa because of the school?
Yeah. It was one of the best days in my life.
Do you remember the first day in Prague?
Yeah, it was 17 January. I came. I was like, you know, like, I don't know how, I cannot, like, I came to Prague, and I was shivering, like, I started to breathe here, like, it was like, oh my God, I'm safe. You know, even when I was passing the police boarding control, he opened my passport. Actually, I didn't look like the passport, and he said, "Kdo to je?" Like,
who is that?
Yeah, and I'm like, it's me, and he's like, no. He's like, it's me, and like, okay. I had already a little bit longer hair that time, and like I was changing a little bit, but in passport there is totally different picture I can show you later on. So I was like, I'm safe. This is what was first in my mind. I'm safe. I'm safe. Then I fall in love with Prague. I came in winter, and you know, like spring, summer, you know how Prague is amazing. It's just totally different world, and I fall in love. I fall in love with people, food, places, trams, and like I went to Turkey actually 2-3 months ago. In the first days I'm like, I want to go back home. I travel already with my new passport, that one, which I showed you. And like, I want to go home, I want to go home. And in my mind, that home is Prague. Like, that I don't feel home Turkey or my home country where I born.
And when you came here, you applied for the refugee status?
Yes.
How did that go?
So I was thinking how I can stay
so
here.
You came here to study. So
Yeah,
you had like a study visa.
Yeah. So it's finishing. It's finishing in August. So I need to find a way that I will stay here. Oh, I was afraid. I was so much afraid to apply for the refugee status over here. But I knew already everything, like how to do it, where to go. Like, okay, I went here to MVCR. They told me it's not here. I went here, Policja Procezince. They told me it's not here, only for Ukrainian people here. They told me go to Zastavka Brna. I read it, but I thought maybe I can apply somewhere here. So I went to, when my school finished, last day, like I had exam, next day I went to apply for the refugee status. It's in Brno, you need to reach first Brno, and from Brno you need to take one more time train and to reach that Zastavka Brna. So
that's a refugee center?
Yeah, that's a tabor, like a refugee camp. So I took all my clothes, I went there. Until now I remember, you know, I'm going with this one to that camp with big, you know, suitcase. And I went there, I called my mom, I called my grandmother, I said bye to them, like, because I don't know, like, how is there, how they will treat you there. I don't know, maybe they will take your phone. Because in forums you can read, in some countries they are taking the phones or something like that. So I was ready, like whatever like will happen, I called to my family and say bye-bye, like I don't know what will happen. I went to that police station. It's a police station with a camp together. I just called the door. There is a policeman. He opened the window. He's looking from up. First what he said, passport. And I just said my passport, and the door like, zzz, it's open. Like I understand that it's acceptable with that passport. I went inside, they said sit. They brought me papers in my language, in my own language, which I don't know actually. Like I know it, but I don't know that's like very like formal. Yeah,
formal language.
I'm reading it like I don't know what's written there. Then the policeman, he said to me, ty jsi muž, ale cítíš sebe jako žena? Já jsem řekla ano.
So we should say it in English?
Yeah, he said like you are male but you feel yourself like a female. I said yes, and he said it's okay, like I will need it only for your room, like to give you the room. I started to cry, I was
shivering. So they gave you like a girl room?
They gave me separate room from everyone.
Amazing.
They gave me, yeah. I was crying, shivering. You know why actually I was crying? I was crying that I could say to police who I am. I was like saying to policemen who I am, and I'm not afraid to go to jail for that. Like the policeman, he looked at me and like I can say who I am, and I will not go for it to jail, or like I will not have problem because of that. So they took my fingerprints, they took my picture, and there is one guy came, he took me inside the camp, and he gave me towels, I don't know, toothbrush, cup, everything. They give me everything. And he's like, we are walking with him, he's saying there is gym, there is like a place where you can play computer games, there is place with PlayStation, Netflix. I'm like walking, where I am, I'm in hotel or in camp. And I'm like saying, who will take my phone? And he's like looking at me, no one will take your phone. And there is gym, there is food, there is like, and we are walking, I'm like, where I am, I don't understand. And they gave me a separate room from everyone. I was living there alone 1 week. It was amazing. It was the best 1 week in my life. I was in 5-star hotels in the world, I don't know, everywhere. But this hotel, like camp, was the best for me because I could be myself over there. So after that, they made some tests, like they need to do blood tests. They are taking you to hospital also to check your chest. The screening X-ray. I don't know what's that.
For what reason? Like if you are not like COVID or...
For everything, they're checking all refugees. That I guess that the refugees are not dangerous for the Czech citizens or something like that. That they don't have some serious sickness or something like that. So they took me to hospital. And they took like a lot of people who applied in that day. We went to hospital, approximately 10 people. And I lived there like 1 week because we were waiting for the results, and also we were waiting for the interview with I don't know, policeman or who is there.
Some officer.
Yeah. And they told me like you need to choose the language. I chose Russian. So we had interview after 1 week, and when interview finished, they give me some card. It's called Průkaz žadatele o mezinárodní ochrany, certificate.
So it's like the
certificate for the international protection, something like that. They gave me that one, and they let me go because I had place to live. Like they let me go, and people who doesn't have place to live, they need to stay in camp. Yeah. So they let me go, and I was not allowed to work 6 months. After 6 months only I could work. They gave me also insurance.
So what were you doing for 6 months?
Was waiting.
Waiting?
Yeah, I was waiting.
Just having holiday?
Yeah, I was just waiting I knew that if I will not get even in that time the status of the refugee, I could start to work after 6 months. But I got it in 3 months.
And you started living as a girl?
Yeah,
like straight away?
Yeah.
Like in the Stavka Ubrna, in the refugee camp it started, and then from then you never put like boy clothes on anymore?
No, I just throw it, when I went out I just throw it, everything. I was so happy.
So your new life started?
Yeah, until now it's every day, like I'm waking up, I'm so happy.
It's funny because like in this show, I often say how bad Czech Republic is. Of course, like compared to the rest of
And
the
I'm
Europe.
saying how good it is.
And
yeah.
you're saying how good it is. But I think it's like, good to hear it because, nothing is black and white. There are, so many ways you can look at
You need
things.
to see ex-unions of it countries.
And this is for the second time I hear your story. You were telling me already back in that bar. And yeah, I also was like, I was almost crying, like listening to your story. It's amazing.
Yeah, it is. I'm really grateful. And they gave me the status in 3 months.
Hearing you makes me proud of
the Czech Republic.
Of the Czech Republic.
And I heard it from a lot of people. Like when I'm here, when I'm saying this story, and they're saying I'm proud of Czech Republic, Czech people.
Mm-hmm. So, and you started making friends in the city, and they all treat you as a woman.
Yeah.
And
even my colleagues, friends, everyone, they treat me as a woman.
We already talked about the job interviews, so that all went well.
Yeah.
And you told me, I think it's not a secret, that you're still not on hormones.
It is not. Yeah, I'm not on hormones. I need to.
Mm-hmm. Which is absolutely amazing. Like.
Thank you.
You have like perfect passing with no hormones.
Thank you.
And so when you will get to hormones, you will be like the most beautiful woman on planet, probably.
Thank you.
I think you'll be famous.
I hope
we'll
so,
see.
maybe.
We'll see. But we don't do the transition because of that, yeah. And like, it's not about passing. It doesn't make you a better person, of course, but it's a good benefit.
I hope I need to find. That's why I also want to ask from you.
So you didn't like go anywhere yet to a doctor to get hormones?
No.
We are like one of the maybe the only country in the world, or maybe one of the last ones, where you need to go to a sexologist, not to a psychologist or a psychiatric, but you have to go to a sexologist. It's like a total nonsense, but that's the way it is. And yeah, when we'll be done with this show, we'll talk about it, and I'll give you some advice where to go.
Okay.
And where they will speak English as well. And I hope it will be fine. And then maybe we can do another interview in some time when you will tell us the experience. Are you interested in some surgeries as well, or?
Yes, I was calling here to two clinics about the surgery.
You first have to go to sexologists.
Yes, they told me, it's not allowed. We need the prescription from the doctor. I tried to call. I tried to book even the surgery, but they said, no, we will not do it without the... I said, okay, again, something good.
You're such a brave person. You just like do everything on your own. And just like take the phone, call somewhere and just do it. It's like...
Because I grew up in those conditions where you need to be brave, maybe. Because it's impossible to live there.
So you are planning the surgery because you want, right?
Yes,
not because we are one of the last countries in Europe where you need the surgery in order to get the legal gender. You want it for yourself.
Yes, I just want it for myself.
That's the way how it should be.
I want to start it slowly, because now I'm safe. Now I can be whoever I want, and I can start slowly transitioning.
What about relationships, if you don't mind talking about it?
Do I have relationships?
Do you have relationships?
No. I don't know.
But do you have like I don't know, dates?
I do have actually, but mostly people what they want from transgender, so it's hard to make normal relationship here. I mean, not here, anywhere.
So you found some guys, but they were fetishizing you?
No, they were just want to one night stand or something like that. So I don't want that. I cannot do that. So I went for the dates to restaurants. I sit, I talk, and there was nice guys, but they want to continue at home or something like that. I don't want to do that. That's why it's hard to find some relationship. Maybe, I don't know. I don't have.
You don't need. Do you want a relationship, or you're just like okay?
Actually, maybe this is the reason. Maybe I don't want really, because now I want to focus more on myself. So if I will have a relationship, maybe I will focus on my partner. But actually, my partner could help me to focus on myself. It depends also. Like, I don't know. Do I want or no? Now I want to more work, study.
Well, there are many people watching, so. It's possible that there is.
After in the interview, I will.
That after this interview, you will have some proposals. Maybe we'll see. Can we put your Instagram in the description of the video? So if you scroll down to the description, there's a link to your Instagram. Okay. And Shelly, so like you're fulfilling a dream in our country. Do you have some other dreams, some plans for future, something you would really like to do? And you still...
Actually, I don't have right now a dream, because the dream came true. I don't have. When I got what I got right now, I'm like, oh my God, I was dreaming about this more than 10, 15 years. And now what is my next step? What is my dream? I don't know. Like really, I don't know. My dream was to reach safe country, get their passport, and just to live normal every day. Like the way I want. So now I don't have. I need to find some dream.
Are you still in contact with some LGBT people in your home country?
No.
You don't know anybody?
Who I know, they also move somewhere. They also move to another countries, because it's impossible to live there. It's impossible, yeah. I remember, like, I can tell you one small story what happened also there with me, with dating app. There was dating app, so to find relationship or something like that, the people never put their own picture over there because they're afraid. So there is a guy, he called me for the coffee.
In your home country?
Yeah, in my home country. And I was that time maybe 16 or 15, I don't remember. 16, 15. And he came, and he had a car. I went to him, I sit in the car, and he's showing me his ID that he's policeman. I was like, fucked. I was like, oh my God. He's showing me that he's just opening and like, police.
And you can go to jail for this.
And he said, we are making now raid, we are catching the gay people, so you got caught. I'm like, okay, like, what can I do that time? And I had small photo camera with me. That Sony something before that time. So he started to ask me questions like, how many people you have in family? Do the family know? We will take you now to police station. We need to write some reports and the letter to your family. They will know. Now I did this with 3 guys. Their families throw them out from the home when they knew about that. So I was sitting, I was like, oh, okay, like I don't know what to do. So, and he started to ask me some weird questions. And that's good that I had that camera. And he said like, I caught a lot of gays. They're not beautiful. You are the most beautiful. I'm like, okay. And he said, do you mind if we go to sleep?
To have sex.
Yeah. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, okay, this is my chance. So I start to record what he's saying. Like I just put the recording video in camera. And I need to protect myself, and I need to find a way that I will protect myself. I said, okay, like we can go, but I cannot go right now because I said like, I need to go for 10 minutes to drink coffee, something like that. He said, yeah, I cannot go now either. I will book tomorrow our flats, we don't have that booking or something. You can book flat for like 2-3 hours.
The same here.
There is?
Yeah, there is.
So I will book flat and I will take you in the lunch. I said, okay, no problem. And he said, we will have amazing sex, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, what can I say? I was just recording that time. And then I said, okay, bye-bye. He said, and I will promise you that I will not tell to your family, I will not send any letter. But he really showed me that he's policeman, that ID of police. I said, okay, no problem. Like, then I went home and I just carefully listened what he was saying. Everything was the same. So next day he's calling me and he's saying, I booked the flat, I'll pick you up when you will be ready, just let me know. And I said, no, I will not go anywhere with you. And he started to threatening me like, you want that I will go to your family? And I just put his video, not video, I mean the video, what he said. He listened very carefully. Then he said...
Did you make a copy?
No, I don't.
No.
I just had that time. And I put it and he listened very carefully and he said, look around, might be someone will find you with drugs outside. And I was recording that time either. So I said, I recorded this one also and I want to tell you that I'm underage to have a sex. He closed the phone, he deleted his that dating app page. It was deleted.
And you never saw him again?
Yeah. And he treated me that if I show this one someone, that someone outside will put me drugs and catch me. Because it's illegal also, drugs. And I'm not using drugs. So
these stories are so crazy.
Yeah, and it's happening every day, till now.
It's so sad that there are places in this world where it still happens. Like here in our country, we don't have the same-sex marriage, but you don't like go to jail, you don't get killed for that. It's, yeah, I don't know what to say, but we are talking for 50 minutes, so is there something else, something important you forgot to say that you would like to say?
I don't know, I'm just happy here. That's what I want to say. I'm happy, I'm living my life, I'm enjoying it every day, and I want to say maybe thank you to Czech Republic that accepted me.
And I'm happy for you. Thank you very much for your amazing story. It was very, very emotional. Our viewers don't see it, but you have a very special perfume. You have the same perfume as one woman who broke my heart some time ago, so it gives me like memories. But it's a nice perfume. Anyway, so that's just like a funny note to the end. Thank you so much again. I thank all the viewers that they kept watching us. Please subscribe. I'm planning to do the interviews in English more often. Not all of them. There'll be still interviews in Czech language. If there are any volunteers who would like to make subtitles for my videos, so English subtitles for the Czech videos or maybe Czech subtitles for this video, just write me. I would be very happy, but I have no time to do that. So I'm sorry, my videos are with no subtitles at the moment. And yeah, and take care. Bye.
Bye.
That's it.